Welcome back to the Rectory Rovers YouTube channel, where today Rectory Rovers face Railway Academicals in the first league game of the season. Line up for today's game: Shay in goal, back four Luke, Bobby, Mike and Jake, midfield three of Chris, Alex and Eben, with a front three today of Dancer on the left, Zach on the right, Titch through the middle. Come on Rectory. Rectory's 18 to 19 season gets underway with Eben attacking on the far side, cleared forward by Railway. Now this year Rectory Rovers will be playing their football in the South End Sunday League. We made the move across from the Scepter. We've got a lot of new faces, a lot of new players, and it's looking like it's going to be a promising season. Falls in number 3 on the edge of the area, takes a pot shot. Is it South End with that effort? Now I don't know if it was first game of the season nerves, but it took Rectory quite a while to get going in this game. Rectory Rovers had a strong pre-season this year, winning all 5 of their games. Some of them quite emphatically, won every game by at least 2 goals. As you can see, the ball's bobbling around in the midfield area. Railway strong in a tackle, which you will see throughout today's game. It eventually goes out for a throw on the far side. Free kick for Rectory Rovers and sent long by Michael Adams. Half cleared by the Railway defender, who was instantly put under pressure by Titch. Titch takes the ball wide, looks to mount an attack, but it's cleared by Railway for a throw-in. That throw-in is then taken by Titch. Long throw into the box. Yet again cleared by Railway, but falls to Jack Dancer. He sliced it wide. Railway fullback on the ball, plays it inside to the winger, who finds their centre midfielder, who then tries to play the 1-2, but it's cut out by Michael Adams. Goal kick for Rectory Rovers, taken long by Shay. Won ever so well by Chrissy Law in the middle, who flicks it on. Sent back the other way by the Railway defender. Zach sends a long ball forward. Dancer looks to get it under control. That's a questionable offside call if you ask me. Alex Murphy in the midfield, switching the ball across to Luke Brown on the wing. Plays Zach, who looks to cut inside. Gets a cross in, falls to Titch. Good save by the keeper, good header by Titch. Unlucky. It's a goal kick here for Railway. The goalkeeper repping a lovely orange number for today. Taking his time on this goal kick. Eventually she kicks it out. It's a poor kick, but it's flicked on well. Intercepted by Michael Adams. Taken down by Dancer. Sent long by the Railway defender. Yaya Torre steams Chrissy Law off the ball and carries on the attack. He looks to be through on goal. Falls over, takes a kick out of Bobby there, missed by the referee. I'm not sure if it has something to do with them lovely black Ray-Bans that the referee's wearing, but it eventually goes out for a kick for Rectory Rovers. And with that, that brings half time, and that's Rectory Rovers 0, Railway Academicals 0. Not a half to remember for Rectory. Second half gets underway with Railway taking kick off. Instantly looks to get forward, but it's dealt with well by the Rectory defence. Finds right back Jake Fox, who begins that Jake Fox trademark drive. Flicked inside towards Zach, who plays a lovely 1-2 with Eben. Falls to Jake again. He tries to fizz the ball low and hard. Falls to Zach. Squares it across goal. Now does that cross the line? Hard to tell from this angle. I'm calling for VAR. The players are appealing, but it's not given, and the scoreline remains 0-0. Was that a goal or not? It's hard to tell. It looked like to me the ball bounced out from over the line, but I'm going to be biased and it's impossible to tell from that angle, so we'll give the referee the benefit of the doubt. Goal kick from SG resumes the play. The ball bounced around in the midfield with both teams struggling to get hold of it. Dancer applies pressure on the far side, which makes him just lump it into the midfield. Eventually won again by Dancer, who finds Eben. He looks to get Titch through. Zach and Titch getting each other's way, and it's eventually cleared by the Railway defender. Comes out to their fullback, trying to play some football at the back, but it's not really coming off. High pressure again makes a misplaced pass into the midfield, which is picked up, and it's Jake Fox driving with the ball. Turns back inside on the defender, gets round one, it goes out for a throw-in. That throw-in is then taken by Titch, who receives the ball back very quickly. Does one, oh absolutely sells him, and look at this, he does him again, sells him again, whips a lovely ball across the box, falls to Jack Dancer. Unfortunately it's still 0-0 Rectory, not quite sure how he missed that, but he did take a touch off of Eben, so we'll give Dancer the benefit of the doubt. Goalkeeper with the ball in his hands again, taking his time on the goal kick, sends a long ball forward, but that's my centre back, and Bobby Arthur plucks it out of the air. Shay fault, hits it long. Standing goalkeeper for Ali today. Titch challenging the defender. Ball bounced around. One well by Zach in the air. Falls out to the Railway, who send it for a throw-in. Throw-in for Rectory Rovers gets the game underway again. Falls to Titch. Look at this. This man will find space in a single bed with Gemma Collins. Squares it to Zach. 1-0 Rectory Rovers. Lovely finish for Zach, and that's Rectory Rovers' first league goal of the season. Look what it means to the boys. Much better start to the second half for Rectory Rovers after a very slow first half. Here we have Railway trying to play out from the back on the floor for a change, but it's picked up in the middle of the park. Zach flicks it onto Evan, tries to give it back to Titch, held well by the goalkeeper, unlucky. Now, a free kick was awarded to Railway on the halfway line. This lad decides that he's going to walk that further a few yards, place it down. Evan's not happy. Oh, and the next one comes along. He decides to carry it a little bit further as well. Not quite really sure what's happening there, but they've gone from the halfway line to the edge. Titch having none of it and gets pushed off the ball for his troubles. You would think that's a yellow card, but no, not with this referee today. Only one yellow card was received, and that was a Rectory player. And when you look at some of the challenges that are going to fly in a minute, it's quite surprising. But it does fall to the Railway attacker on the edge. But that's my midfielder, and he's having none of it. Eventually falls easy to Shay. Now, the referee had no control of this game, but he did think he was being funny, trying to put his hand over the camera. I'm not quite impressed with that, but... Oh, a free kick for Railway when no one has actually touched him. Right in front of the camera. It's an interesting decision. Yet again, another throw-in for Railway. This time, Jake Fox wins the ball in the air twice. Falls to the Railway midfielder. Higher pressing again. Eben, I know it's hard to see on the camera, but he has just actually nutmegged him with that outrageous bit of skill. And that's what you get with Eben, ladies and gentlemen. Does go out for a corner for Rectory. Nothing comes of it. It's a throw in at the back as Mark Simmons gets on the ball. Looks to carry the ball forward, but does take a little bit too long, and it's intercepted by Yaya Toure. Shay gets on the ball, not quite sure what he's doing. Thinks he's playing up front again. Yaya Toure sends it out for a throw. Throwing for Rectory Rovers. Some questionable refereeing in this game, and I do put it down to the glasses that referee was wearing. Black and tilted, and how he missed this is beyond me. The number 3 just pushes Bobby over Shay for no reason. £14.99 a month, exercise for less, as mentioned in the previous video. But for £25 a day, you can get the Specsavers Denzel range. 5-star on Specsavers, their cheapest model, or you can go up to the £45 leopard print Rufus version. 4.5 stars, but lightweight and comfortable. Now, we have given the referee a couple of cheap alternative options, but for today only, you can get the Specsavers Ultra Light 192 model for £169. This frame is one of the lightest they offer, thanks to its rimless lenses and titanium sides. The rectangular lenses are suspended between the silver metal hinges and delicate bridge in the same material. Now, if he had these on, I don't think he would have missed it. At this point, all the boys are obviously getting heated. They were just trying to kick us at points in this game and not try and play football, which is a shame. But if he did have the Ultra Light 192, I'm pretty sure he would have seen it a bit more. But at the end of the game, when I questioned him about this, he said it was all part and parcel of the game, and that's today's modern game. Now, unbelievably, there weren't a yellow card given for that. I'm still not quite sure how. Play immediately resumes with Zach trying to get onto the ball, and their defender just tries to push him in the back again. Nothing given yet again. But Zach just tries to play Titch, but it's cut out. Throw in for Rectory Rovers. It's taken. Jake Box swings the ball into the box. Titch tries to get on the end of it, but he's held back by the keeper. Railway eventually clear, but only to Zachy Wheatley. Whips the ball into the box. A little bit overhit, but Mark Simmons picks it up. Railway do eventually clear. They send the ball long. Rectory Rovers rejoin the attack with a throw on the near side. Finds Zach. Hits the wing. Completely chopped from behind, and yet again not a yellow, and nothing else given. But a free kick, which Zach whips in. It's missed by everyone, bobbling around right in front of the goalkeeper, could have gone anywhere, but it ends up going for a corner for Rectory. Corner comes to nothing, it's a free kick for Rectory Rovers, taken by Titch, drilled in but headed clear. Titch picks up the ball again, looks to send the ball into the box but finds Eben nicely. Eben with a lovely roulette turn, but it hits Jake and ends up going out for a throw for Railway. That throw in's taken long, but it's won quickly back by Rectory. Send it the other way. Dance picks up the ball, plays Titch in down the line, lovely. Titch drills in a ball hard and low. Keeper thought he was going to the left, but it nearly catches him out at the near post and they've turned behind for a corner for Rectory Rovers. Now Rectory were struggling to make the corners count against a very big and physical team, but they do join the action with a goal kick from the Railway goalkeeper. Ball falls to Dancer, trying to shrug off his man. Plays a 1-2 off their defender, he's that good. Releases Titch with an outrageous bit of skill, jeez! Releases Titch down the line, but the keeper saves it well. Play resumes with a free kick taken by Michael Adams. Finds Eben unmarked, but the 50p head can't direct that goalwards. Should be 2-0. Now Railway looks to mount an attack, but it's won well by Michael Adams in the midfield. Picked up by Chrissy Law, who looks to play Ryan. Unfortunately gets it back to him. Lovely ball through to Titch, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, lobs the goalkeeper, makes that 2-0 to Rectory Rovers, and with that seals all 3 points. To Rectory Rovers, and it's a big 3 points to start the season on. Corner taken, but eventually comes to nothing. Mark Simmons looks to play in Matty Pettit, who's got on the field for a little 10-minute cameo. But with that, the whistle goes for full time, and Rectory Rovers have started their season with a 2-0 win against Railway Academicals. A big start to the season. Man of the match goes to Michael Adams with a superb performance at the back, clean sheet, and won every tackle and every header in the air. Big thank you to Georgina Townsend for the video production, and a big thank you to our sponsors MDM Entertainment and Events. Check them out, and also check out our concept dog, our graphic designers, in the description below. Share, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week for more Rectory Rovers Sunday League content.